ready for a soccer game, just like any other time. But little did my mom and I know, we would have a near-death experience. Hi, I'm Rozsa, and I want to share with you about the time I almost died. I woke up to get ready for a soccer game, and my mom and I were getting ready to go. Once we were all ready to go, we started heading out of our hotel room to the elevator. But something didn't seem right. The room where the elevator was felt strange, and the air conditioning kept shutting off and on, and the lights were flickering. But for some reason, my mom and I didn't think anything of this. We just thought we would call the front desk and let them know later. We pressed the elevator button and were waiting for it to arrive. When the elevator arrived, the doors slowly opened, and me and my mom walked into the elevator. But something in the elevator didn't seem right as well. The lights in the elevator were even flickering, and the lights on the screen, the numbers on the screen to the elevator weren't showing. So I could tell in my head that didn't seem right. Once we were finally in the elevator, the doors closed behind us like a jaw of an alligator, sealing our fate, but God had something else in store for us. Our room was on the 12th floor, and the elevator started to slowly go down, just like normal. But we started to go down slowly, just like normal. But once we hit the 8th floor, we dropped. We dropped all the way from the 8th floor to the 2nd floor. We were in a controlled free fall. But then all of a sudden, the automatic safety systems kicked in and caught the elevator. The elevator kind of bounced like when you hit bumpers in bumper cars. The lights kept flickering, and nothing was happening. Me and my mom were in a squatting position, staring at each other in shock of what just happened. But then, all of a sudden, the elevator started to slowly go back up. I started yelling at my mom, "Click a button, get us on the floor!" But we kept missing all the floors my mom was clicking. I felt like we were just going to keep dropping over and over again. But then we reached the 6th floor, and the doors opened, and me and my mom stumbled out of the elevator. An elderly man was about to get onto the elevator when we said to him, "No, don't get on. We just dropped 6 floors." He looked at us as if we were crazy and couldn't believe what we were saying. My mom called the front desk to let them know what just happened, so nobody else would have to endure what we just did. But we had to make a decision to take the stairs because we were going to be late for my soccer game. While we were walking down the stairs, I had to let one of my teammates know what just happened so they could let my coach know that we were going to be late. But as I was walking down, my legs were hurting, and I could tell something in my legs were not okay. We finally made it to the safety of our car and just thanked God for protecting us in that moment. My mom and I were so grateful that we only suffered the minor injuries that we did. It could have been a lot worse, but God protected us in that moment. Still to this day, I do not like elevators as much as I used to. But I am grateful that my mom and I are okay, and I have a near-death experience to tell my kids in the future. Thank you.
Woo! Woo! Oh my goodness! All right.
I kind of stuttered a little more than I did last time.
That's okay. You can keep it going.
Yeah, keep going.
Yep. All right. Feedback. Go ahead, Clara.
Your hook was super good. Like
Yes.
it was like super like what happened, and you had very good eye contact too. And I really liked when you said like the doors closed like the jaws of the alligator sitting on your fate, and like there were a bunch of other little things that you had in your speech that I really liked. That made it look super engaging.
Yes, I love that jaws of alligator still in our fate, and God had something different. That was great, Rozsa.
I'd like to Clara, like the descriptiveness, like for the bumper cars, like when it dropped.
Yes, such good description, Juju. McKinnon.
You were like building up to like the elevator with.
She did build up, McKinnon. I think I noticed that she said part of her build up was she kept repeating something didn't seem right. Something didn't seem right. Like her intuition was telling her the lights were flickering or whatever. All these little things. So it built up to the moment. Caitlin.
That was a really good story, but also I liked when the elevator dropped and you like stomped your foot, and that kind of scared everyone in the room. I think.
Scout
But
looked up.
Did she?
yeah, it was really good for the story. So.
That was really good, Caitlin. That stomp. Yes, and you really knew what you were doing at that part of
I
the
was
story
originally
too.
just gonna like drop, but
Oh.
I was tuned like ooh.
So we never knew the difference, and it would still have the same effect. Zeke, and then Carrie Ann.
What Claire said too, the jaws of an alligator. Like I immediately wrote that down. That was like very good. Doing what is it called? The word where you're
Simile?
like Yeah.
Yes.
Simile. And then the lights flickering. Just describing your everywhere that you're at. And like letting people know, like, okay, we're not just at an elevator. Like, you're really describing like where you're at. So.
And when she yelled to her mom, click the buttons, get us on the floor. I was like, yeah, click the buttons, Mom. Adam.
What happened to your legs?
I was gonna ask that.
Oh, I guess like because when we started dropping, my mom and I were like in a spawning position like this. So when we landed, my legs took the impact, and I had a game right after that. I tried to play through it, but my legs were in so much pain I couldn't play through my game. So my brother immediately once we came home, and he heard that we dropped down an elevator. He was like, "Why didn't you sue them? You could have gotten us money."
I literally wrote that down. I was like, you should have sued.
I've told my mom that plenty of times. Like when I was writing this, I was like, "Why didn't we sue? We could have gotten money for that. That was a malfunction by them."
So that was my one question. That would have been my piece to add, my constructive criticism, to make sure, like, you left us hanging, like, what happened to our legs? Minor injuries, what happened? So just to make sure you add all those details, because we were like, what? We were right there with you. Go ahead, Carrie Ann.
The hook at the beginning, that really, like, pulled me in.
I almost died.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then you also had, like, a funny ending. I literally forgot what it was, but I knew it was funny-ish. Yeah, it
What was your
funny.
last little lines there? Do you remember?
The last one was, I have a near-death experience to tell my kids. In the
No,
future.
not that. That wasn't the funny part.
Oh.
Something else. It was something
which part?
else. I don't know.
Oh, I do not like elevators as much anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because when me and Juju were younger, we used to like jump on elevators. Now, like she makes fun of me because I just stand in the corner like this.
Hanging on for dear life. Who has not given feedback yet? Gabe.
I was just gonna tell her time.
Yes.
What did I get?
It was 3 minutes 13 seconds.
Oh dang! I went a little bit faster.
You're
than I
good.
thought I did.
It was good. I think it could have been more intense if you just talk a little slower. But
Yeah.
like I had to work on talking slow, but I still talk
It was
fast.
just because I was.
I knew you knew it and you memorized it.
Yeah.
I think at certain points you got so into it, you were just like rolling. At
Yeah.
certain points you were like,
really? I felt like I kept pausing.
No.
when you got into it, you were in it. Like I think in the beginning you were just finding your groove, but then when you got into it, wait till you watch the video.
Okay.
We're all like waiting. David.
Eye contact is one, and then the other one is theming. Well, theming / foreshadowing.
Yes. All that's coming, that build up. Yes. Good, David. Did I miss anybody? Isaac, did you get to go?
Oh yeah.
You did go? No.
No, I didn't go. Just like Caitlin's speech, I thought the intro also pulled me in. Like I almost died too.
Yeah. They're similar.
But I also saw like when you said like the doors were closing like the jaw of an alligator. I thought it was like a little bit of foreshadowing, like something's about to happen if she's saying it like that.
Our fate is sealed. Yes. So a good thing to stick in the back of your back pocket as a tool for a speech is to use those similes. Similes done well are powerful. You did that well. Nice job, Rosa. Way to go. Yay. So did